What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be going over some products that I purchased from Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions. Now I purchased some of their products before and I've always had a great experience. Now Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions sells a lot of different custom brackets, such as custom phone mount brackets, custom GoPro style camera brackets. They have brackets that mount to your handlebars of your motorcycle. They have brackets that mount to your handlebars of your mountain bike. So they primarily work with custom phone mount brackets that are specifically designed for your vehicle dash. Now these aren't some plastic universal phone mount design. These are an all metal design that actually mount to your dash that are very sturdy and very robust. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's check them out. Okay, so if we come over here and take a look at some of the products I just purchased, again, this is from Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions. In this box here is going to be their all new design called a Rubigrid. It's a custom bracket that allows you to mount multiple things to it. So if we take off some of this padding here, this is what it looks like. It has all these metal slots in here that allows you to mount different brackets so that you can have multiple phones, multiple cameras. So again, this is an all metal design, but this is their all new Rubigrid design. So again, it's nice and thick, all heavy duty gauge metal. This is what it looks like on the back. So again, a really nice, robust design with a ton of flexibility in terms of where you mount your phone brackets at. So we're going to be mounting this on the dash of my 2023 F350 here in a minute. And in these boxes over here, these are going to be where we have the stems and the actual phone mount brackets. So like right here, this is one of their adjustable phone mount brackets that has a really heavy duty spring load right here that you can put different size phones in here. And then it has this rubber pad right where my thumb is that actually really helps hold your phone still so that your phone's not sliding around. And then the adjustable side brackets have rubber pads on them as well. And they're cut on an angle. So when you stick your phone in here, it really grips your phone really, really good. Now I have brackets like this on my other truck build that I really, really like. And I currently have one on my wife's truck over here, just like that. That's a single mount system, but again, it has the spring load here. So again, these are very sturdy and very robust. I really, really like them. But for my F350 build that I'm working on, I wanted something that was a bit larger, that allowed me to have two brackets and potentially a third stem that I can hook up my GoPro to if I ever need to. So I got a couple of those brackets there. And then in one of these boxes, we're going to have some stems. Here's a carbon fiber stem right here. So this right here is going to have some mounting brackets down here that mounts to here. And then this mounts to this. So we'll go over all that here in a minute, but I just wanted to show you what some of that looks like. Open up this box. Here's another bracket here for my second phone holder here. So we have that. And then in this box over here, I think we have more stems. So we have two phone mount holders here. We have two stems over here. And then in this bag, these are some stems that you can use for like a GoPro camera. And then I have some extra brackets here that can mount to the Rubigrid as well. And then in this box here is a cool little knife I seen they had on their website. And I always like to have knives in the truck. So let's just open that up, take a quick look at that. So this right here is the Bulletpoint Mounting Solution tactical knife. It has a belt clip here on the back that you can clip to your belt. It has a lock on the back with this little tab here on my thumb pushed up. You cannot open the blade for safety purposes, but you pull that little lock back like that. Then you can either use this thumb button here to flick it out or use your finger button here on the back to flick it out. But there you go. That right there is the Bulletpoint Mounting Solution tactical knife. And then to close it, there's a little thumb button right here. You can see that little tab right there on my thumb. You're just going to press down on it, just like that. Press down on that, and then go ahead and fold your knife in. So that's pretty much what we got right there. If we come into the truck over here, that Rubigrid is going to mount right up here. So this right here is just a cover. So let me go grab a couple tools. Let's get this taken out and let's start getting this installed. I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is I took my little piece of paneling right off around this edge right here, which I have sitting right there. It's just pressure clips. It just pops off. You probably don't have to do that. I just did it because it makes getting access to up here a little bit easier. So then the kit does come with a little pry tool. So all you want to do is pop this little rubber tray off the top, get that out of there. Then you're going to have this laying down in here as well, which pops out with pressure clips all across the bottom. So once you get into there, that's why I take the front panel off. It allows me to get my fingers up under this lip here and really help pop and pull that out. So once you have this out, this is where we're going to be mounting the Rubigrid to, and all we have to do is drill a few holes. So let's go get that taken care of now. Okay, so now we're on the back tailgate getting this mounted. Now the Rubigrid here has bolts across the top. Once you take those little bolts out, the whole top pops right off. This is your mounting bracket. Now this fits perfectly right into here when this is actually removed. But because I don't have a speaker here, I still want to use this rubber pad here just because it gives it a nicer, cleaner look. So when you put this back in to position and then put the mounting bracket in, it gets a little tight and it doesn't quite line up because of these tabs. So what I did was I just took a razor blade and cut a little slot right here so that this lip right here can slide into that slot. Okay, just like that. It just slides into that slot right there. I think this is going to work out pretty good. And then when we go to reinstall this, all we have to do is fold this up, put our 2 bolts back in the dash, push that back down, and now we have a nice finished look. So the next thing we got to do is take the supply drill bit that comes in the kit, and we're going to drill some holes through each one of these holes right here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little holes you're going to drill through this bracket. Once you do that, you're going to take your bolts with washers and nuts, and we're going to mount this to the actual top plate here. So let me start working on that and we'll be right back. Okay, so we went ahead and we got it mounted. Now again, you're technically not supposed to mount this over top of this rubber cover here because again, the bolts are designed to only go through the plastic portion, not the plastic and this rubber. But they are long enough to fit. You just have to make sure you're really pushing tight against this bolt from the outside to allow enough threads to pop through on the inside. I added a little bit of blue Loctite on each one. I did my washer and my nut and I tightened them down. So it is nice and tight and it's holding really well. So at this point here, this is ready to get mounted back into the actual truck. Now this part here, we can go ahead and start mounting some of our brackets to, because this right here will just get mounted to the very top at the very end. So let me go ahead and start mounting a couple of the stems on here and we'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so we're pretty much done getting the brackets mounted. So again, you're going to start with these ball mount brackets like this, and you're going to mount them with 4 bolts with 4 washers and 4 nuts on the back. Now you can place these brackets wherever you want on the Rubigrid. So again, it does come with a little wrench to hold the nuts on the back, but I would recommend just getting a small little socket. This right here is just a 5/16 socket. That way you can hold the front with a Phillips head screwdriver, and then you can just ratchet the nut on the back nice and tight with your socket. So right now everything's good. I went ahead and hooked up my GoPro mount to the center ball. I went ahead and got my phone mounts hooked up to the stems. Now I just have to add the last bracket to mount the stem to the ball. So again, they're pretty simple. The circle area here mounts to these little ends like that, and then the round open end there is what grips to the ball, and then you tighten it all down once you get everything in the position that you want it to be in. But so far everything's going pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and get my top bracket mounted back on my bottom bracket, and then we're going to go get this mounted back in the truck, and then we're going to go ahead and mount our last couple brackets to the top bracket, and then we should be ready to wrap this up. Okay, so we went ahead and we got the bracket back installed. I did get the screws in the back. I don't know if you can see them, but I got those bolted down as well. This will go back down in place here in a minute. So that's all done. So now I could go ahead and just put my trim piece back on and then get my brackets here mounted right here, and we'll be good to go. So let me do that real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are all hooked up and ready to go. So again, I have a phone on this side right now with a full case on it, and it grips really well. I also have a GoPro hooked up right to the middle mount, and then I have a third mount over here for the passenger phone. So again, with this Rubigrid design bracket, you could hook up multiple devices to this bracket by just purchasing additional mounting brackets that you can attach to the Rubigrid. But overall, everything hooked up pretty simple and easy. Everything's nice and sturdy. I mean, this is not going anywhere. But again, I really like this Rubigrid design because it gives you plenty of options for mounting additional devices in different locations to your dash. So my overall impression so far of the Bulletproof Mounting Solutions Rubigrid custom bracket for a 2023 F350, I definitely give it a thumbs up and give it a go. It's a very high quality bracket. It gives you plenty of flexibility in mounting different devices in different locations. It's very easy to install. It's extremely sturdy, and I'm really happy with this overall purchase. Okay, everybody, so we are finally done. We went ahead and got the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions Rubigrid phone bracket hooked up to my 2023 F350. Overall, the installation was really not that hard. It was pretty simple and easy. The bracket is an all-metal design, so it's very robust and very sturdy. I really like this new Rubigrid design because it gives you the option of mounting multiple devices in multiple different locations. So at the end of the day, my overall impressions of the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions Rubigrid phone bracket system, I definitely give it a thumbs up and give it a go. Again, it's a high quality custom phone bracket system that's designed specifically for your truck. It's made of metal, it's very sturdy. So if you happen to be looking for a high-end custom phone mount and camera mount design for your truck, definitely check out the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions Rubigrid bracket system. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope this video helps some of you out. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and like this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. So again, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you one more time. Thank you. I truly appreciate all of your support. And as always, see you in the next video.